There's a narrative that the Packers offered Davante Adams as much or more than the Raiders offered, and apparently that's true, but the reality is the Raiders used a structure that the Packers would not have used. And they could have offered him that money at any point during the season.
Right.
And if I'm Davante Adams, there's a point where I say, I don't want you to offer me this money with a gun to your head. You could have done it.
I want you to do it.
Before. Right. I want you to want to do it. I don't want you to begrudgingly offer me something because somebody else is willing to offer me what I should have gotten all along. I don't want to play that game with you. So I'm out of here. That's the risk you take when you drag your feet. When you think, we'll work it out. Yeah, well, if somebody else offers it, we'll match it. Or let's see what someone else does. But nope. And he's gone. And the Raiders, they're paying him a lot, and they're giving up a first and second round pick to get him. We broke down the contract, though. It's not $28.25 million per year. It's more like $22 million a year. And it's a 3-year deal, and as a practical matter. But still, it's a win for the Raiders. It's a win for Adams, and it's a loss for Rodgers and the Packers.
Ooh, man.
They better hope they do some good scouting on the incoming draft class of receivers, and they get the right guys when it's time to make their pick.
Man, I don't know if you can replace that. That no matter, not in year one. I'd be hard pressed to think anybody can come in and get on the same page with Aaron Rodgers and that offense and the checks and all that and be anything close to what they had with Davante Adams. Still no MVS there yet, right? They haven't re-signed him. First off, it seems like the Packers were arrogant. It was. I'm mad that we didn't see this coming, Mike. I really am. And the fact that Davante Adams lives in Vegas in the offseason. Why didn't we see it coming? Or why didn't I see it coming? Why would you as a receiver want to sign a long-term contract and play for on a team with a quarterback that might be threatening to retire next year or the year after? That's where I'm going, damn, why didn't I see this coming to a degree? But, man, total game changer there for the NFC and Davante Adams. Good for him to go there, get paid, and, man, they know how to use a receiver there in the McDaniels offense. They're going to use him.
I just remembered something, too. The Last Dance photo that was posted by Rodgers last year when he came back, he didn't know how right he was. But he was supposed to be gone too. If they were, it wasn't one or the other. And if it was one or the other, it was going to be Rodgers, not Adams.
Yeah.
So
no, I know it was shocking.
If I'm Rodgers, I'm pissed because you guys could have done this during the season and you could have ensured that he was going to be here for the duration of my career. Now I got to break in somebody new. I got to trust somebody new. It's making it harder for me. He said he didn't want to be part of a rebuilding effort.
Yeah.
Well, the receiving corps is in shambles now. Randall Cobb is the best guy they have under contract. They have restricted free agency tender on Alan Lazard, and they'll probably bring back Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but still, they don't have Davante Adams. And unless there's a Randy Moss lurking in this draft class, it's not like they're going to bring in a guy who is right away going to be anywhere close to what Adams was. All right.
One thing I didn't love about it, Mike, and I know I texted you too, though, again, I always try to be fair to all angles. And Aaron Rodgers, we know, is a pain in the butt, no doubt about it. One thing I didn't love is that everybody pinned on him before they started to get some details of the Adams cut. Oh, well, they didn't have enough money to pay Adams because of Rodgers.
That's baloney.
I know, and I hated that. I think I texted you that Friday night. Again, I'm not sticking up for Aaron Rodgers and the way he's handled himself and all that, but at the same time, it doesn't mean we all just get to pile on him. Just for there was this group of people. So they couldn't pay him because Rodgers took all the money. Oh no, you're actually totally freaking wrong. And where was your tweet or your comment on TV to go? You know what, that thing I said earlier that I blamed, I was wrong. I just don't like that. I don't understand how people do that sometimes.
What does hurt the Packers is their stubborn refusal to guarantee money beyond the first year of a veteran contract for anyone other than the quarterback. That is dumb. They and the Bengals are the only ones who do it. The Steelers used to until T.J. Watt. It'll be interesting to see if they break from it again with Minka Fitzpatrick and anyone else they sign to a multi-year deal. Why in the world would you hesitate to do it? And now you've got the Browns going 5 years fully guaranteed. 5 years out. And the Packers are publicly owned. There's no billionaire into whose coffers all that money is being otherwise poured. It's just they better change the way they do business. They're going to lose more key players in future years.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.